Alright, what's up my good people? And welcome back in to the Bully Ball Show on Sparks TV. I'm your host, Nino Sparks Sedan, aka the Mid-Range Bully. Now, got a good video for you today. Figured I'd do a quick little breakdown on Team USA with all the speculation we're hearing, and it's looking like we got it in the bag. I know I've been hearing a couple of analysts saying this doesn't make it a lot, but I think it does. I think we bagged it up. I think Paris is in the bag. It's going to be in Paris. You already know what it is. So let's get it cracking. But as always, before we get started, if it's your first time tapping in, or maybe you've tapped in before, go ahead, tap that like, tap that subscribe, tap that notification bell. Stay tapped in. Let's get it. So here we go. Team USA. We know who's committed so far, and we got the speculation on who might follow suit. So what's it gonna look like? My top five, or my starting five, excuse me. I got Joel Embiid at the center, of course. Now here's where it gets tricky, because some people are saying my man AD is coming off the bench now that Joel Embiid is committed to Team USA. I don't see that. I think if anything, given the fact that if you look at how we played during the FIBA tournament, the one thing that I kept lamenting to and going back to, and everybody was saying the same thing, is the size. The size difference made a big impact. You know, I don't know why we thought we could just go out there with a bunch of stretch fours and we was gonna bag it, but that was arrogance on our part, like I said in the other video. But as you can see, the big dog said, you know what, we're gonna step in and we're gonna take care of business. So for that reason, I got Joel Embiid at the 5, Anthony Davis at the 4, LeBron James at the 3, which he's gonna play point guard on offense, but we're talking just in general. LeBron at the 3, Kevin Durant at the 2, and of course Steph Curry as your point guard. And like I said, on offense, you're going to see LeBron running the show most of the time, which will put Curry at the 2 and KD at the 3. But it doesn't really matter. On defense, that's what it's going to look like. Your backcourt of Steph and KD, which I think even at this point in their careers, they'll be able to defend, especially in against on the world stage. Excuse me. And I'll get to the reserves, which will be my defensive unit in a minute. But your front court, Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis. Between the two of them, it's not going. Nobody will get in the paint. Nobody's getting offensive rebounds. I don't care. Lithuania can't fuck with that team. The Serbians can't fuck with that team. The Australians are a big team. They can't fuck with that team. Who else? The Greeks. The Greeks won't be able to fuck with that team. Who else? Shit. The Germans won't be able to fuck with that. Anthony Davis at the 4 in Europe in FIBA play is gonna be dominant. Especially with Joel Embiid back there. And on offense, you can play 5 out. You can put one on one. You can put one on one side of the block, the other one on the other side of the block, and let them go to work back to back. I don't know. Okay, Valanciunas, come on. Who's Valanciunas gonna guard on if we played Lithuania? Is he guarding Joel Embiid? That's a body. He damn sure can't guard Anthony Davis. Now, he's a big body. He can bang with him. He can bang with the best of them. He does it in the NBA every night. Or every game, excuse me. But it ain't going. The Germans, they too light in the pocket. It ain't going. They got height. But against that unit, that starting unit, we might go undefeated. Which brings me to my reserves. which this is honestly the most important part of Team USA, other than having a solid starting five. But that starting five to me is your best offensive unit and defensive unit when it comes time to win the game. That's having the guys with the most IQ out there. All five guys can facilitate. All five guys can get their own shot. And all five guys can defend to, Steph Curry, that's not really what he does. But like I said, and we haven't seen Steph Curry in USA, playing for Team USA yet. I think he's going to be a problem. So as far as my reserves, I got Bam Adebayo at the 5. And this is where we go smaller. But Bam's still a big body. But I got Jaylen Brown at the 4. Jason Tatum at the 3. And then my backup backcourt is Anthony Edwards and Ja Morant. Oh, yeah. That'll be the fastest backcourt, the most. You want to talk about highlights? It'll be a slam dunk contest between the two of them. And I don't see nobody overseas guarding either one of these guys, especially not if they're coming off the bench. Now I know some people are thinking some people might put Dame in there for Ja Morant, maybe Team USA, maybe they don't feel like Ja's ready. I don't want to put that out there. I think this will be the perfect opportunity for somebody like him, get around those other guys, see how they move. And that might help. Hell, that might help mature him to some level. Not to say that he's immature, but with things that have been going on with him, which is none of my business. But I feel like this will be something that can really help his career and really help him, get his name back in line. Not that he can't do that this season, but with him being sitting out the 25 games, I think this will be something that will propel him back to where he's supposed to be, which is one of the stars in this league. But the backcourt of him and Anthony Edwards would be a fucking problem. Make no mistake about it, it'd be a fucking problem. And shit, I like Dame in there. If not Ja Morant. But you got to put Ant-Man in there at the 2 for sure. I know people are saying Devin Booker. I'm think people are saying Tatum in the starting lineup. Shit, these are good problems to have. Because the talk has been as if the American team, like if we ain't got it. And this is the chance, this is where we're going to show that we are still levels above everybody else. No disrespect. I know the last few MVPs, the last 3 MVPs have been foreign-born players. But where did they develop? That's where we leaving out. That's what the fuck they leaving. They developed in the NBA with Americans. Let's stop the nonsense. No disrespect to any of the other world teams. I know they played together. I know Luka coming into the league. But let's not act like he didn't develop his game. And he's still developing his game in the NBA. He ain't never had to guard nobody overseas that's better than the guys that he's playing against now. So let's stop the madness. In Paris, watch. This is where the U.S. shows that there is a big fucking difference. It's levels to this shit. Yeah, y'all close. Yeah, y'all getting better. And they will get in the overseas team. They will continue to get better. But you know who the top dog is. And it's time to remind them. So yeah, that's my unit. My 2 units. Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. That is the best top 5 you can put out there. Coming off the bench, Bam Adebayo, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant or Damian Lillard. And then you got to have some other guys in there. Hopefully Austin Reeves can make his way back in there. He played good. Let some of them young guys from the FIBA team get a chance again. You know, we may not have accomplished the goal, but them young guys, for them to have never played together, they gelled together quick and they figured it out on the fly. You know, so give a guy like Austin Reeves another shot. Banchero, Halliburton, you know, Bobby Portis. These are guys that, you know, can help. You're going to need some of these guys too, because I'm telling you right now, we're going to blow teams the fuck out by halftime. That starting five can't be fucked with. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know who y'all got in your starting five. Don't be afraid to jump in the comments. Jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Don't just give me your starting unit. What does your reserves look like? Because again, the reserves, that to me is where we're going to win a lot of these games. Because if you look at some of these other teams, yeah, they might not have a star player on every team. You look at Canada, they got, you know, they got a few. You know, especially if Jamal Murray plays for Canada, which I'm pretty sure he will. You know, you look at some of these teams now, some of these teams got one or two guys, but the depth, they got depth. They can go 10 deep. But guys that have all been playing together for years. And that's the one thing that we don't have. We don't have guys that have been playing together for years. We got to throw something together and figure this shit out. But we got the most talent. And that's why we're going to get it done. So yeah, that's all I got for free. Y'all let me know again. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section. Let me know what you think of my top five, or excuse me, my starting five, as well as my reserves. You know, I wouldn't be mad if they threw Jimmy Butler in the mix. You know, but I like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Let's get some of them young guys in there to mix, some of them young vets, mix them in with the veterans. I think that's our best chances of winning. Don't go out there with a bunch of vets and then don't go out there. You know, we just seen what happened when you go out there with a bunch of young guys. So we're going to need that healthy balance. Guys that can get up, run up and down, because them games be coming back to back to back. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll tap back in later. Peace.